Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video I'm going to be rating a moneymaker on old school RuneScape. And that moneymaker is killing Ogresses in free-to-play. So Ogresses can be found on the Corsair Cove. They're fairly high combat level and they are a pretty good monster to kill for free-to-play. To get there you need to start the Corsair Cove, but it's highly recommended that you complete the quest so then you can use the bank on the cove. According to the wiki, it's about 90 to 100k per hour profit, but that's when you've got about 40 to 60 range and you use iron arrows. So I'm going to do my own little method and see what money I make. For the rating system, just a quick overview. I'm going to rate it on the profit that I make in the hour, the click intensity, so the more AFK the better, the requirements, so the levels you need, the quest you need to do, all that jazz, and then finally I'm going to give it my overall rating based on all the things I've just mentioned. For the gear, I've gone for the best range gear you can get. So I've got green D-hide body, legs and van braces. I've got a maple short bow. I'm going to use mithril arrows instead of iron arrows because they're pretty cheap and they've got a good benefit compared to iron arrows. I've got a coif for my head slot, and then I'm using a power amulet, and I've also got a cape and some boots just for a little bit of extra defense. It does recommend that you have at least 40 range to do this, but on this account I've got 87 range, so I'm quite a lot higher, so I am expecting to get quite a lot more money. But what I would say is that you have at least 60 range or higher before you even start doing this. For the inventory, I've got some swordfish, and then I've got a fire staff and nature runes to high alch some of the armor drops, but because we're safe spotting, I don't expect that I'll need these swordfish, but we'll see how that goes. So to get to Corsair Cove, you need to take a boat in Rimington, and the best way to get to Rimington is, if you can, teleport to Falador and run south. I'd bring a few energy potions because it is a pretty long way, and then when you get to Rimington you want to go to this port and talk to this guy, the cabin boy or whatever he's called, and then you will be at Corsair Cove. The Ogresses are located in the dungeon, which is just west of the bank, which is located here. So I've just been hopping around a few times. I've finally found a world which has got no one in, so I'm just going to start the timer and I will bring you guys back if anything interesting happens or when I've finished the hour. I just want to point out as well, I've marked the 2 tiles here just to show you the safe spots for each ranging area, and you also get 2 Ogress warrior spawns here, so that's pretty nice to range. So yeah, that's the first trip done. I have not lost any health at all really, so I'm going to bank these swordfish so I can kill more per trip. Okay, we got our first decent drop. It is actually the best drop you can get from the Ogresses, so that's pretty nice. We've got a rune battle axe. Let's hope we get a few more of those. And the next good drop, this might be the last good drop because we've only got about 15 minutes left, but we also got a rune med helm, which is pretty nice. I'm also trying to be as efficient and quick as possible, so I'm trying to alch in between each range shot just to save time, and I'm also trying to pick up as many mithril arrows as I can, but obviously the ones that are really far away I'm just going to leave those. So we have actually reached the point at what wiki said I would finish the hour. It said you'd get about 50 kills, which I've got now, and we've still got about 15 minutes left. Okay, so that's the end of the hour. I'm just gonna pick up all of these mithril arrows and then we'll go and check. It's a lot easier in members because you get a device that picks up all the arrows for you. I forgot how bad it was in free to play. So I'm just here at the bank in Corsair Cove, and the loot tracker says we got 81 kills in the hour. 79 of those were warriors, and then 2 of those were shamans, which gave a total of 134k profit. And then I had 1k mithril arrows, and I have 624 left. So that means I used 373, 373, 373.
What number comes between 2 and 4, Beetlejuice?
25.
Mithril arrows in the hour, which is about 7k in supplies. So that gives a total of 127k profit from killing Ogresses for 1 hour. And also during the hour we got 26.6k range XP, and then we got 8.8k HP XP, which is pretty bad for range and HP XP, but we are in free to play, so I guess that's pretty good. So finally, for the ratings, for profit, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. 127k an hour is pretty terrible, but because it's a combat method in free to play, which before this was not a thing, you couldn't make money with combat in free to play, I've given it a fairly decent score of 6 out of 10. For click intensity, I've given it an 8 out of 10. It's very AFK and very easy to do. You pretty much just click on the ogre, stand in the safe spot, and then just wait until it dies. So I've given it an 8 out of 10. For requirements, it's pretty much in free to play the only content that's locked behind a quest, and also I'd say you need at least 65 range. At the start of the video I said 60 range, but I think 65 range is a minimum requirement, because they do take a while to kill if your range is lower than 65. So I've given it a 6 out of 10 for requirements. So overall, as a moneymaker in free to play, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. If you're planning on being free to play for a long time, then it is a good method to train your range and make some money at the same time. But if you're planning on getting members, then I wouldn't even bother doing this moneymaker, because you should be members by the time you can start doing this method efficiently. So that's it from me. Like I said last video, I'm working on a new version of what to do during your first bond. This version is going to be centered around barrows runs. So the main moneymaker would be doing barrows and getting barrows pieces and then selling the barrows pieces, but I'll get more into that in the video. If you like the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, then please subscribe. And if you've got anything to say, or you've got any suggestions for moneymakers or what to do on a first bond, then please leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.